Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. The Bears return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Stevens. Escapes trouble. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They're going back to the ground. At the 35, he's open. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up. wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Toppins. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Stevens. Throws for the tight end. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Looking to pass on second down. Pulls it in. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Stevens. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Line getting set on second down. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They're setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Going up top on first down. Going over the top. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. Smashes through.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking for a man. It's Stevens. On the run, fires downfield. Working the middle. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown Bears! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. He now has 53 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that. Really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Using his legs, it's Lacy. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To throw, it's Stevens. They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking for a block. It's Harris. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get it.
Gonna let it fly. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's now second down.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On second down, looking again to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Memphis, 27, Baylor.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ruiz. And the returner will be dragged down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Now they're back up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The hand to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The give to the tailback. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Bears will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's going to pass. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
That didn't bust for a number, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Gets it out fast. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. A little screen to the running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Touchdown, Memphis! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Memphis 41, Baylor 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Ruiz. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Mo.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking downfield at Stevens. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bears line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some...
Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They go to the ground. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when we decide to run it.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to throw. It's Stevens. Finds it back in the middle. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Bulldozes his way through. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Hey, this running back's got some sweet feet, not only to run, but to get a foot down in bounds.
Got that toe down. The foot was just small enough, Reese, to get that puppy down. But running backs, man, you can...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And sure, tackling there to the first down marker. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. New set of downs after that completion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On the ground, it's Lacy. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. They'll throw it on first down. Touchdown, Memphis! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And they tacked on the extra point.
That makes the score Memphis 55, Baylor 7.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Returner,
And the returner is stopped.
and your Baylor Bears will take over.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Bears decide to punt it away. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Coming after him. Stands in and takes the hit. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. On the move, he fires. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. Now on second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Stevens. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against